Ladies and gentlemen, now in today's video, we're going to be having a bit of fun with a 5-star version of Elsa Bloodstone because she has the somewhat unique ability every 2 and a bit seconds, if she is suffering from a non-damaging debuff, she can shrug it off and convert it into a massive crit boost. So the crit boost is about 2000 crit rating on a 5-star rank 3, and yeah, that kind of brings her crit chance overall up to about 70% there, so it's a really massive crit boost there. But there kind of aren't that many matchups in the game at the moment, like outside of specific nodes where you can really utilize this. However, when it comes to Act 6, there is one node. Now, this is by no means like the worst node in Act 6. It's probably like a mild inconvenience for most players, but this is a node where she is so good for. It's the long distance relationship node. So while you're close to the defender, you gain a weakness debuff every 3 seconds, reducing your attack by 10% permanently. So if you're playing very aggressive in this chapter, like the damage reduction, it stacks up pretty quickly. However, Elsa is going to constantly convert this into crit buffs. So yeah, it's just a great time, man. She's a really good matchup, and a lot of Elsa Bloodstone's damage output, especially with her Behemoth Busters, does rely on this character getting critical hits. So she's somewhat of a bit of a niche champion at the moment, but I think as the game moves forward a fair bit, and we see maybe more nodes with annoying non-damaging debuffs, maybe Elsa Bloodstone is going to be a pretty good champion, but I will definitely admit now that, you know, Elsa is still nowhere near the leagues of a character like Aegon, man. Aegon's just too good, because like every single crit you get on Aegon above 100 combo hits is going to get rid of a debuff, and that's just absolute filth, lads, absolute filth there. But also, as soon as we get a cold snap on Ultron now by using a medium from our, what is it, our fire rounds that are not fire rounds because Ultron evades, so they're the cold snap rounds there, then he's not going to be evading anymore. So that's a really good time there. Just need to play fairly aggressively, try and keep off all these debuffs here. If we go for a medium, oh man, he dodged that medium. Dude, that is well annoying. Right, let's dodge that, go for a 5 combo, see if we can get the cold snap on Ultron there. And there we go, boys, straight into a special 1. Is that going to be enough damage? That was way too optimistic. Elsa's special 1 does not hit that hard, man. Does not hit that hard at all. Right, let's dodge another special 1, and there we go. Ultron is down, boys. Look at that crit frequency, though. So beautiful there, and I would say that certainly wasn't close to an optimal matchup there, but it was alright. We did an okay job against that Ultron. So yeah, let's move on to the next matchup. There are a lot of challenges on this path, one of them being Miles as well. So I think Miles is going to be somewhat of an interesting matchup. I'm curious to see how that one goes. But let's go for the Venom Pool matchup next. This Venom Pool has 145,000 hit points. So again, like none of these opponents, health-wise, are light work by any standard today. And we also did lose 1 stack of Busted toward the start of the previous fight. I don't know why. I think the evade still consumed one of our rounds of ammunition, which was a little bit weird there. But yeah, let's fire that off straight into, I think, a 5 combo here, and we can get some really nice damage output. Let's go for this, mate. Oh, okay, we barely got like any crits off that, man. That was rubbish. Dude, we had some terrible RNG there. Alright, let's go for some light attacks, get some more Behemoth Busters up on this lad. I think we'll load up another round light attack to end, and then a full combo. Got loads of incinerates on that man, and that should finish him off. And also because he's incinerated, got reduced block proficiency, so just toward the end we could hit into his block and deal a ton of damage there. But you know, that wasn't the worst matchup in the world. 145,000 hit points, 61 hits, and again we didn't have to faff about with a long distance relationship node, just turning that into pure gains. So Elsa Bloodstone, she certainly hasn't been the most popular champion this month, man, but I really like Elsa. I think she's fun to play, although, you know, I am in complete agreement that she is certainly not the best champion in this game. There are many champions which definitely pass Elsa a fair bit. Right, let's see if we can get a medium off. Perfect, mate. We got a cold snap there. That's awesome. Let's apply another one of those, and then we'll go for the Behemoth Busters. Right, just to make sure he doesn't evade there. Kind of a mixture of being able to manage the cold snaps against an evade matchup, because I haven't really played about with or against evade matchups with Elsa too much. There we go. Got a cold snap on. Come on, mate. Oh, that was beautiful there. Dude, that was a sick Miles takedown in the end. That actually worked out really, really well. Just got to manage, you know, keeping that cold snap up, and you're pretty good to go. I do wish the there are some small changes that I would personally make to Elsa if I was in charge of you know, revamping this champion. But I'd like to give her like cold snap a little bit more duration. Same with the incinerate as well, and also the behemoth busters. I think if you like double the duration. I mean, maybe that's like asking for a bit much, but if you double the duration of all of Elsa Bloodstone's debuffs, I think she'd be a very solid gold tier champion, because you can get a lot more damage ramp up on this lass. That'd be very, very nice to see. And also in the Black Panther matchup, if we parry while we have the counter attack parry active, we shouldn't get stun reflected. There we go, look at that. What an absolute beaut there. Alright, let's push this man to a special 2. Come on, mate. Okay, we need to see if we can bait one of those out of him. And then we do have access to kind of our evade parry if we do need that. Right, let's fire that one in. Dump all our charges and ammunition there. Still have access to our evade parry, so I think we'll try and go for one of those. Not quite working out exactly how we wanted today. I think special one might be able to finish this man off though. So yeah, 70 hits, still not too bad. She is like averaging about like just over, I think it's about 2,000 damage per hit. But granted as well, we do have the full like Nick Fury, Ant-Man, Yellow Jacket, and also Beast for the reduction on the like evade parry as well. However, this next matchup against Gru, I imagine is not going to be the best one for Elsa Bloodstone, because she's very reliant on applying those debuffs and getting them stacked up fairly high to the opponent. If the opponent has reduced debuff duration, tend to work out as favourably as other matchups. So yeah, I think we need to lose these stacks of busted quite quickly. Let's just keep on dumping them, trying to play as aggressively as we possibly can here. Let's see what happens. And you also do very much need to like commit to the 4-5 combo on playing Elsa, so that kind of removes the element of backdrafting of this character as well, which I think for a lot of players in endgame content, you know, it definitely is a very large penalty for the champion that I don't think was kind of properly considered when designing her. Backdrafting, man, it's big, especially when you want to make those risky plays, and you really do need to commit to those 4-5 combos. But I love that special 2, mate. That special 2, honestly, I think is one of the most satisfying special attacks in the entire game to fire off. Like, oh, it's just so fun. And it does have the damage associated with it as well. So yeah, if I was going to revamp this champion, maybe I'd make the rounds trigger in slightly different ways as well. I'm not too sure. There we go. Let's commit to a 5 combo. Take that group down. So overall, man, that wasn't too bad, especially considering that she's very much reduced in terms of her effectiveness in that matchup. So 92 hits overall. We will certainly take it there. Then we've got the Storm matchup, the Drax matchup, and then the Thing matchup. So I'm curious to see if we can get Thing down, because he's always a little bit of a tricky one to tackle. I found him like really difficult to deal with like the first time in this chapter as well. I just remember the fight taking me an absolute error to get done. Hopefully we can play quite well. Let's get those stacks of busted up on Storm. Oh, absolutely beautiful, mate. Just layered those on so quickly. Especially with the like the evade mechanic that Elsa has. just allows you to very quickly apply that one. Now we can attack him. We got 40% increased power gain. I should have ended on the light attack there. That was my mistake. Come on, mate. Oh, look at that. Beautiful damage, man. Honestly, just double the duration of all of her debuffs. I reckon that would allow a lot more craziness on Elsa Bloodstone that I don't think would be, like, too overpowered in any way, shape, or form. Because, you know, you still don't ever have access to the backdrafts, man. And the backdrafts, they are a thing of beauty. But I guess she kind of makes up for it in a way, because you have that very unique ability to parry and also evade on the parry. So maybe that's her way of making up for the backdrafts a little bit. Let's go for this Drax. But I also like the lack of block damage that we've taken so far because of the evade parry is also very fantastic. What happened in that matchup? Well, we went for the evade parry, man. I don't think we properly evaded then and retaliated. Yeah, because he didn't get the stack of busted. Is that like something weird going on with Drax? Is that the whole like Mordo Astral Evade thing all over again? Kind of resurfacing for this one? It's a bit of a weird matchup. I thought they fixed that, but hey, it kind of seems like they haven't. So yeah, this is actually a really, really weird matchup for Elsa Bloodstone. Now that it just doesn't work, man. It just completely wastes your parry whenever you try to fire it off. Yeah, it's really annoying. Alright, let's fire that one off. Get some stacks of busted up on this man. We might go for a backdraft there. Another backdraft to get some power gain. Why not, boys? Living the dream. Oh, yeah. Maybe that's the strategy to go, actually. Maybe I want a backdraft, man, so I can stack up like 12 stacks of Behemoth Buster. Or busted on the opponent, because that's where some of the damage is coming from. So maybe that is a tactic there. But let's move on to the Thing matchup. I think we want to heal up ever so slightly, because we did take a little bit more block damage there. Just because, you know, we couldn't like parry evade Drax because of that very weird interaction going on between those two characters. So I think we'll heal up Elsa just around 50%, a little bit above maybe. And then let's go for the Thing matchup here. We still need to play really, really well for this matchup. And I have no idea exactly like how many hits the Elsa Bloodstone Special 2 has. But also our parry does have one hit attached with it as well. So we need to be a little bit careful of that. Right, so dodge the special one. Oh, I think that was with the evade charge as well, man. I just got a cool like mid-dodge in that special one. Right, let's check my 5 combo there. Oh. Oh my goodness, I have no idea how I managed to recover that one, lads. Pure luck, pure sketchiness right there. I get one hit in. Right, let's give some blocked hits there. Okay, come on. Whew, okay, well, we almost messed up big time there, but we still managed to recover that. That was a pretty decent fight, actually. Certainly nothing that makes her like a really special counter for Thing, but she gets the job done, so that's always a very, very good time. So now we've taken Thing down, it's time to move on to the final matchup, which is Ghost. So we're not going to regenerate or heal up here. We're just going to go straight in. So this Ghost has about 220,000 hit points. Also, we've got Limber and True Strike as well. And True Strike, I think, is going to disable our evade parry, but I'm not too sure how it works. Yeah, I think it just completely, like, disables it, which is better than it kind of, like, being bugged out on the Drax one. So we'll take it there, man, especially considering, like, Ghost, she doesn't have the worst special attacks to dodge in the world. Just got to play on point. And we should be alright, but this does give us a bit of a chance to open up Elsa Bloodstone and see what we can do in this matchup. I think, as well, I don't know if the health pool's big enough that we actually want to go for a special 3. But let's do it for a little bit of fun anyway, man. I think we should just go for it. Right, so firing off the special 3, what we get when we use this is 3 cruelty buffs, which will all increase our critical damage by a little bit. And the fact that we're constantly converting weakness into crit, we should gain a reasonable benefit from this, I would imagine. Come on, mate. But also, reloading does reset the, what is it, the duration of them. So I think we're probably going to lose one of these buffs. But we can, as long as we can retain 2 of them, we should still be in the clear when it does come to damage output. I think let's go for some Behemoth Busters here. Special 2 should pretty much empty my round. Oh, no, she was phasing. Oh, okay, I managed to get on the intercept there. Very, very jammy. That probably shouldn't have worked out too well for me. There's certainly a bit to pay attention to when you're playing Elsa in terms of all the ammunition that you've got, and especially when it's reloading as well. The reload is really, really fast. I wish the power gain was a little bit more as well during the reload. Take it up to about 60% per reload instead of 40%. And double the duration of the debuffs, man. I think that would make Elsa a bit more of a banger. Love to see those number adjustments. Alright, let's go for a light ending combo. Some more stacks are busted, moving into Assassin's range. I think we just need to pretty much get to 1 special 2. Come on! Oh, we didn't really get any crit RNG there. That was that great. There we go, boys. Straight in the bin. So even with some fairly shoddy playing times, we still managed to get a solo on that path now, which I'm really, really happy about. So Elsa Bloodstone, you know, I've got a bit of a soft spot for this champion. She's reasonably fun to play. I think she's a very strong, like, high demigod tier champion, but definitely, if we're looking at the skill class, man, Aegon is still just the absolute king of that class. Nick Fury and Blade are, like, insane champions. But Elsa, she could be a much better champion if they just tune, like, a few things up with this character. Like, she's not far off being a really, really great addition to the game, but I think she just went under the mark, you know, a little bit too much. So I would love to see Elsa Bloodstone revamp some point next year. That'd be a really, really good time. But let me know what you think of Elsa Bloodstone in the comments section below. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy today's video, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.